Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. It is bubbling up very nicely here in Munich. The noise fervent, the colours effervescent, the crowd expectant. This should be very good. Is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
So away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, this guy, the supremely confident Hakan Çalhanoğlu, is always a good watch, Peter. He apparently considers himself the world's third best midfielder, but I leave that for the moment. He's a player that adds unpredictability to...
He's having a shot! Well, it was a decent attempt in the end.
Paris Saint-Germain, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Van Dijk. Moved on forwards. Balde. Nice physical challenge.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Çalhanoğlu. Isak wins the duel this time. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And here's Henry. Gerrard. Well, that is asking for trouble. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's played forward. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And here's Haaland. And it's Koundé. So we're still where we started right now. Lampard. Çalhanoğlu. It's Lampard!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Balde chooses to go cross-field. Alexander-Arnold. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. That's a good run down the left. Played through for the wide man. Baresi gets it clear. shots!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to him.
Koundé. Turns and goes back. That pass is somewhat less than ideal. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we are back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Vitz. And here's Henry. And here's Isak! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Here's the header! The keeper's done ever so well.
Well, they actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Smashing header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Alexander-Arnold is short. Come loose. Kvaratskhelia. Haaland. Alexander-Arnold forwards and with intent. And here's Isak. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Lampard, now it's Kvaratskhelia. Played back to the goalkeeper. Alisson, long ball by the goalkeeper. And it's Lampard. Played out to the right. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Clipped into space. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yield a winner.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Locked in behind.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yield a winner.
Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia! It's off target and by quite a way. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. 2 changes being made right now. Time, excellent interception. Rafael Leao. This one's promising. Now it's Olise. Looking here to chip it through. Gerrard. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
The scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Van Dijk. Essien. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Robben. Lampard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Valverde. And it's Gerrard. Essien. And here's Alvarez. He's in, surely! And he shoots! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backup to indicate what was coming.
Ooh, a delicate chip through. That looks a cracking ball. Rafael Leao! Half-time, extra time. Halfway through extra time, and still we are deadlocked. Is it time for a hero to step up and to grab the headlines here? And we're off for the final time. It's been cagey for this long. Will the last 15 minutes be any different? Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he's going to have his name taken. Lampard. Koundé shifted upfield. Olise does well to get it back. That's really well manoeuvred. Haaland. Chance for a shot! Oh, what about that? And that might well be that. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Paris Saint-Germain take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Showing good feet. claims it, and the danger passes. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure to keep any table is arriving. Thank you.
Munich, the city that many would consider with justification to be the footballing capital of the land. The Allianz Arena, you have to say, is the most fitting of venues for such a grand city. friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge. It's certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Roberto Carlos. And it's Musiala. Rodri. Succumbs to the pressure. Neither side really getting hold of the ball. It's been a pretty frantic start. A lot of front foot pressing. The shot!
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks.
Shot a goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Runner moves short. Cruz. That's a good... Vinicius Junior! Ronaldo. Rodri. So we're still where we started right now. Cafu. Rodri. Cafu. Rodri. Oh, good ball. Belly. And it's played forward. Can he latch on to this? Calmly anticipates. Ruben Dias moved on forwards. And here's Roberto Carlos. Barcola. And here's from... And the shot! This time, surely! There's a goal! The breakthrough strike! Barcola at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Vinicius Junior. Mohamed Salah gets it away. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
He's had a shot! Barcelona have reclaimed it, and it's Gullit. Vinicius Junior! Rodri attempts a clearance. Now it's Yamal. Zidane. Out to the right. Ashley Cole cuts out the pass. Vinicius Junior. Sergio Ramos, long ball upfield. Ruben Dias. Cedric, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
It's a throw-in. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Vinicius Junior. Here's Barcola. Goes for goal!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Rudiger forwards and with intent. Mohamed Salah shifted upfield.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That's clear cut. It's a free kick. Sergio Ramos. It really is now or never. They need a goal, however it comes. It's Dembele! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart. And
There's the header! That's caused a worry or two.
Mohamed Salah is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
The referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And it's Frimpong. De Bruyne. Barcelona desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. And the counter is on. Aim forwards. Now who's going to be first to this? Bakula! Zidane with the short one. Di Marco. Rodri. Decent chance! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. So yet again, Munich expects, and it has every reason so to do. Bayern, so often Germany's indisputable champions, the preeminent force of our day, looking to impose itself once more. Perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And that gets things running.
Well, if you're looking for a showstopper, I think we need to look no further than Kaka here, Peter. To me, it's all going to be about how much of the ball he's going to see.
So does he have a specific role?
Yeah, basically to get on it and take it to the opposition. That's what he does. And in doing that, he engages everybody around him.
Yeah, he's terrific. And here's Messi. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. De Gea sends that a long way. Maradona. Played out wide. Ribery.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Great run on the overlap here. Driving on, a real charge here. De Gea cleans it, safe hands. Hernandez.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Kaká, probing pass. Pedri. Messi. Teller. Now it's Ribery. Hernandez. And here's Ribery. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Hernandez. And here's Van Basten. Decent chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Caicedo clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Lam. Hernandez. Ribery. And here's Van Basten. Kaká. Now it's Kaká. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. De Jong. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Caicedo. Barella. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It's certainly a bold attempt. There's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Hernandez. Ribery. Hernandez. That is going to be the final action of the first half. Decent enough half, but either side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So off we go once more. So neither side has yet broken through. Lam. Barella. And here's Kaká. Pepe does really well to win the ball there.
Kaka really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pepe. And here's Van Basten. Succumbs to the pressure. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Ribéry goes short, and it's Lahm. Now it's Ribéry. Now this could be a chance. Barella. Good take. Ribéry! Denied by an instinctive save.
Little clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Saliba. Acerbi. That's a throw. He is through here. And here's De Jong. Maradona. No, that's overhit. Lahm chooses to go cross-field. Hakimi forwards and with intent. Teller.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Ribéry. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Hakimi.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's there to get it away. And a play for a throw. And here's Kaka. Now this could be a chance. That's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal there. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Vardiol into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Lahm, gently done. Figo. And it's Barella. Oh, that's a very... Kaka! so close. And that's it. The full-time whistle has gone.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. "90 minutes gone and nothing between them still." That looks a cracking ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Lahm. Figo. Nico Williams. Van Basten. And a chance! Oh, that's incredible! Save the best for last! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. 2 changes being made right now. Manchester United have taken the lead. Played towards the other side. De Jong. Tchouaméni. De Jong. De Jong played out towards the right wing. It's Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, it's certainly encouraging.
We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Williams. He can get that clear. It's a throw-in. Muscular approach does pay off here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. No way through there. Now it's Williams. Oh, what a ball! And he shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Figo plays it short. There are a few waiting for it. Great defending, strong and determined. Nico Williams closing in on goal. So that's it. It is all over. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Your reflections then, Jim?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence pretty quickly. At the business end, they just can't close the deal.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. So this beautiful arena in the outskirts of Munich, the epitome of aesthetic perfection and cutting edge, pretty much what the near-capacity crowd are entitled to demand. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
So it's down to business here. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, Kvaratskhelia is a player who can do some serious damage. He brings a lovely intensity to that left flank and thrives on getting into half spaces. I think his biggest strength is his footwork, his ability on the ball. He's just so skillful at going past defenders and getting good delivery into the box. This guy is really one to watch out for.
Well, quite no argument for me on that one. De Bruyne, nice physical challenge. Haaland.
Paris Saint-Germain, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Simple. And it's Salah. De Bruyne. Bellingham. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Haaland. Nuno Mendes. Cross goes in there. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. And here's Haaland. Haaland laid out to the left flank. Oh, nice touch. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Well, the ball's come loose here. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Cannavaro. Ashley Cole. Belly. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Barcelona have reclaimed it. And it's Salah. Vinicius Junior. And here's De Bruyne. Vinicius Junior! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Wins the duel this time. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's really well manoeuvred. There's the whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but either side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Here we go again then.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now that's well seen too. Buffon, long ball by the goalkeeper. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Haaland. Bruno Fernandes. Big chance! Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Barcelona are making a change now. Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Sergio Ramos, and it's played forward. That has been cut short. Oh, delicate chip. Decent chance! They've done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Ashley Cole. A chance to play it in. Ashley Cole, now here's the delivery. Oh, sweet feet. De Bruyne, and that's aimed into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's going to go a long way. Toni Kroos. They'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Baresi. Maldini. Oh, good spread. Ashley Cole. Salah. Back into the middle. And he thumps it clear.
Barcelona really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Mendes. Lampard. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Koundé, showing good feet. Played out to the right. Bruno Fernandes. There are a few waiting for it. Sergio Ramos getting this one clear. Real Kvaratskhelia! Sergio Ramos. And that may well be that. That is that. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence pretty quickly. At the business end, they just can't close a deal.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. So So yet again, Munich expects, and it has every reason so to do. Bayern, so often Germany's indisputable champions, the preeminent force of our day, looking to impose itself once more. The perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We like to see excitement and be entertained. But if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Calhanoglu, Bruno Fernandes, and it's played forward. Kvaratskhelia, now he's off and running. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Chouameni.
Well, it's not the quickest of starts, but what it lacks in intensity certainly is made up by a large serving of discipline and organisation.
Calhanoglu, played back to the goalkeeper.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Bale running with the ball. Maldini. Calhanoglu.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And here's Haaland. Oh, good spread. Koundé. And it's Calhanoglu. Bruno Fernandes. Good chance here!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
They've played it short. Bruno Mendes. Crosses it in. Chance! Tries to get it clear. And the shot!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Pepe. Messi. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. It's Ronaldinho. Donnarumma herring after the ball here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Tries a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Calhanoglu. Half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Here we go again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Calhanoglu. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Messi chooses to go cross-field. Baresi. Maldini. Aim forwards. Nuno Mendes. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Swings it across.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Pepe. Tchouaméni shifted upfield. Now it's Ronaldinho. And he's managed to get free. Maradona. De Jong. De Jong. Bruno Fernandes wins the duel this time. Bruno Fernandes. Only partially clear. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Tchouaméni. Bonucci. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Araujo. Pepe. Bonucci. Over to the left. Ronaldinho looks to get on the end of this. And it's Koundé. Kvaratskhelia! Just off target.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And here's Olise. Great work on the overlap.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
De Jong. Moved on forwards. Ronaldinho. And here's Maradona. Messi. Out towards the flank. Maradona in acres of space. Shot a goal!
Bayern Munich Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
We have got changes here. And that will be the final act. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. Perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, for reliability, it's hard not to choose Ashley Cole. He's positionally sound at the back, and with pacey, well-timed forward runs, he can nullify and impact with equal measure.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. And it's Frimpong. Frimpong, and that's aimed into the middle. Araujo gets it away. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And they've got Reed. Out for a throw. And here's Mohamed Salah. So who's he picking out? And here's Bellingham. Nice interception, well timed. Bellingham shoots! Oh, bang on target. Ashley Cole. Out to the left it goes. Bonucci gets across to intercept that. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well, I'm starting to see much more movement off the ball now, Peter, which is obviously a big plus.
And surely more options then for the man on the ball.
Well, you would think so, and I think also we're going to see them just wear their opposition down and force mistakes. They can be quite relentless.
Spread out to the left, and it's Neymar. De Jong. Bayern Munich are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Proves too strong. Bellingham. It's really well manoeuvred. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's going to go a long way. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, he's fouled him there. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Punched away. De Bruyne. Frimpong. Kroos. Frimpong. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. And he's straight offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Frimpong. There's the whistle for half-time. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. the midway point of the game.
Bayern Munich ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Bayern Munich.
He's had a shot! Well, the ball's come loose here. Cleared without complication. Can he deliver? Salah plays it in. Maradona clears it away. And it's De Bruyne. And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
De Jong. Cristiano Ronaldo. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Nice control. Hit into the middle. And this is Maradona. And he shoots. Just off target. Messi at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Bayern Munich have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Vinicius Junior. He's making a real surge on the left. Played into the middle. Araujo gets good distance on it. Neymar. Now, what about a counter-attack? Cristiano Ronaldo. Tella. Messi. That's good play. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Cross goes in there. And the keeper beats it away. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. De Bruyne carries the ball down the right. De Bruyne is fouled. Sergio Ramos. Ashley Cole.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Ronaldinho played with finesse.
Bayern Munich really wanted to that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
I think we're just about done here. And it's De Bruyne!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
And that will be the final act. Bayern Munich have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it.
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.